Hello, hello, dears. Just want to light a candle. Bring in that energy. I don't want the cards to land in it. And I know it's very heavy in the world right now. And I just wanted to sage the space and sage for you if you are having, a really hard time right now, because, these things going on in the world affect everyone differently. We all have our traumas and yeah, I think you know what I'm saying. There's a lot going on in the world right now. And I just want to take a moment. I don't know, I feel like we need some crystal healing together. And if you have your favorite crystal, you can go grab it and hold your crystal with me. And we're just gonna send love and light and prayers to everyone in the world, who's going through whatever they're going through. I'm not going to say specifically, because I don't want this to be, for example, anything political or anything like that, but you get it. But yeah, I just want to pull some cards today, just for guidance and advice for everyone going through it, and those like I'm shaking because it's so heavy. It's so heavy, and I understand that. So I want to do this reading with just love and light and hope for the future for our babies growing up right now. You could have little ones, you could have, because it's about the children, it's about our children. They're the future. They're the future, some of us are going to be long gone, and they're going to be left in a world. What kind of world? What kind of world? What kind of, what kind of world are they going to be in? Well, I just want to get some guidance, advice, cards for our highest good. Please, I'm not really sure who to call on. Spirit, angels, guides. I know a lot of tarot readers are very much about like the archangels and all that. And it's not that I don't believe in them. I absolutely do. I just haven't got into like the research and study of angels and what types of angels there are and who their purpose is. I had a tarot reader, psychic reader, tell me once to call upon a certain angel for like pregnancy and fertility, and I just never did. I never felt really called to do that. And there's like certain prayers you can say for help with that angel in your situation. So if you feel, that the spirits and God and are pulling these cards out, please feel free to feel that way. Excuse me, I don't have a tie to any certain angel or spirit, so you know, my cards just, oh, okay. My cards just, they just tell me the answers. I don't know who's guiding my cards. I want to say it's me, that I'm an angel, you know. I'm your angel. I'm your little angel. I'm your little mom with the tarot deck angel. So if you don't believe in, like, you know, anything else, just believe that I'm here to help you anytime. And I want to feel like this reading's going to help others. So yeah, let's just pull some cards for what's happening in the world right now, in the present moment, and the best advice, guidance for us moving forward. If you can even move forward, you know, I can't imagine all the people that are at a standstill right now. Their lives are literally paralyzed. And then some of us are just living our day to day, you know. You have to keep going to work. You have to keep going to school. You have to keep, you know, doing whatever you're doing. You can't just stop. You know, the world just doesn't stop. The world just doesn't stop because something inhumane and absolutely gut-wrenching happens, you know. You have to keep going. Okay, we have a few cards. So let's see what the general energy is. Okay, these are, okay, we'll take this one. Okay, excuse me guys, I got the running. Okay, so we do have the Eight of Swords. And it's air, no, feeling trapped by own limiting beliefs. Don't forget, you have the power to break free. What limiting beliefs are preventing me from achieving my goals? Feeling trapped, mental imprisonment, victim mentality, and limiting beliefs. So the story here, from what I'm aware of, is that this person is only trapped by their mental state. That these ropes or ties can easily be broken. This person can easily break free from this if they really wanted to. They're also blindfolded, which means that they're not able to see something. Okay, so we're only trapped by our situation, and we have the ability to break from that. So, you know, I don't want to say this would be our own fault, but you are responsible, you know, for sometimes your own entrapment. And again, I'm not trying to make this any type of scolding thing, but that's the interpretation of the card. And then, absolutely, we've got the Strength card. I think everyone needs this card right now. I'm just gonna give a little close up at this card, and it says mid-July through mid-August, so I'm guessing by this time next year, around this time, almost, yeah, around this time. Fire, yes. True strength is not brute force. It is the power of the soul, which lies in vulnerability. How can you harness your inner strength to overcome obstacles? Bravery, inner strength, focus, courage, and control. I mean, this card it reflects so much of what's happening right now. I mean, you've got this, we'll just call him the beast, you know? And the lion can represent anything you want it to represent. And this person is, well, they've got the utmost courage to be taming this beast or near this type of animal. This is an animal that most people fear. You know, you would not want to be trapped in the same room with this animal, yet look at them. They're there, you know, taming it, putting their hand in the mouth, like whatever they're doing. You know, and this very much looks like an angel, you know, very much like an angel. And it does have the infinity symbol above their head. Absolutely. And what I'm getting from the Strength card is that, you know, we all do this for each other. Right now, YouTube is so important right now because it is an outlet in which people can discuss and talk and put their voices out there. I feel like YouTube, and another tarot reader said this, is YouTube is really going to be our source for everything. It's going to be the source for breaking news, for, you know, keeping up with the latest trends, whatever's happening in the world. YouTube is going to be the main outlet for that. And I believe it. I believe it. Okay, and we do have the Four of Swords, which is my spa day card. No, retreat from the world to recharge energy, gain perspective. What aspects of my life require me to take a break, and recharge my energy. Rest, solitude, rejuvenation, introspection, and meditation. Okay, so we've got the feeling trapped. We've got the Strength card, and then we've got the rest, rejuvenate, introspection. I think these are beautiful. These are beautiful messages. Okay, how can we do this? How? Eight of Swords. How can we do this? How can we break free from our limiting beliefs, feeling trapped? What's preventing us from doing this? A card, please, for the Eight of Swords. I'll put my link down if you guys want a free tarot card reading. It is free for the first question, and then it's tip and then donation for more cards or more questions based on your question. Okay, but the first one's free. So I'll put my link where you can contact me. Just shoot me a message for your question. You just can't have asked a question before. So if you've already asked a question, then it'll be tip or donation for an additional question. And what I mean by that is just you basically give whatever you feel is necessary, or you can. I don't have a set price. People have been very generous with their tips. So thank you. Thank you to those that have donated and tipped to me. It all goes to my baby girl. It all goes to, you know, I might buy myself like a coffee or something, but not even that. Okay, what is the Four of Swords, please? Whew, and it is hot. I'm like sweating in this because it starts out a chilly, cold, beautiful morning, and then when the sun breaks out, it's like sweltering hot. Take a break, recharge. How do we do this? How do we find rest? I have these mixed up. I have the strength card last. Okay, let's do this. Let's put them back in order. I don't know. Maybe my cards don't like that. Okay, strength. What's the strength card? What's the strength card? What's the strength card? What's the strength card? Yeah, so cards just didn't like that. Okay. And please, Four of Swords. Sometimes I do just fan out the cards and just pick something, but I really like when they flip out. I really feel like it, you know, it was really more meant to be rather than me pulling. Oh, I just noticed something about these cards. Interesting. Something definitely is. I'm not sure how I can show y'all this, but okay, nothing wants to come out for the Four of Swords, so maybe I'm guessing that card's explanatory. You know, maybe there's nothing to clarify. Okay. Oh, we got two. All right, so for the feeling trapped, limiting beliefs card, we do have the Page of Cups. Excuse me. Water, yes. Love or an apology is on the horizon. Will new creative opportunities arise? New beginnings, creative, inspiration, intuition, artistic expression. A love or an apology. So that might very well allow someone to break free of how they're feeling trapped, would be an apology. So I think what this is saying is if you do owe someone who's taking it hard, okay, they're not taking it lightly here, that an apology would really, really help them, okay? Or a love offering. And I think we all could do that for each other. So if you do owe someone an apology, you got to do it, okay? I know it's not the easiest thing, trust me. Okay, so for the Strength card, very interesting, we got the man. The man. I'm going to call him the man. The Emperor. He's the man. He's the man. Fire. Okay, same element. No. See, he's saying no. He's so intimidating. Offer. Oh, excuse me. Off order and simplification are the first steps. towards mastery of a subject. Lead everyone by example. It is mid-March through mid-April. How can you assert your authority, but in a positive way? Authority, structure, stability, leadership. Okay, I know we're not going to get political, but this feels so political to me, you guys. So if you are in a leadership role, okay, here's the message. If you are an authority somewhere, in a company, in the White House, okay, I wasn't gonna get political, dang it, but I feel called to compare this to people in a leadership, structure, authoritative role, is to do it in a positive way and lead by example. I'm gonna leave it there. So please, you know, if you are influential, you know, we have to find a way to be this person and assert our authority in a positive way. How can you do that? Okay. He's not being assertive. What is he doing? What does this say? In vulnerability. In vulnerability. We can still be brave. We can still be brave and have focus and have courage and be in control, but be vulnerable. These are two beautiful cards. They're honestly the same. They're the same. It's just one's doing it differently. Okay. And then we had our rest and rejuvenation card, and we do have two cards for that. And we do have the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. So how can we find rest, solitude, rejuvenation, introspection, meditation, retreat from the world? New beginnings, material prosperity, abundance, manifestation, opportunity. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Success and prosperity lie ahead. And again, we have someone in leadership. A leadership, authority, logic, objectivity, fairness. Be wise and just lead with the ability to make fair and impartial decisions for the good of all. What leadership qualities do I possess, and how can I use them to guide others? Okay, here's your leaders. Here's your leaders. These are your leaders. And this is the advice. This is the advice for our leaders. What's happening in the world right now. This can't be a more clear message. And then the back of the deck, the Three of Wands. Fire, yes, your plans are coming to fruition. Your efforts are paying off. Paying off as your success is on the horizon. What are the results of your hard work? Progress, expansion, growth, foresight, and partnerships. My goodness. So, sorry, I am. So all of our leaders. It's the Three of Wands. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope this reaches someone who needs to see it, who wants to see it. If you came here and you saw it and you didn't like it, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We all watch and click on things that we think we wanted to see and we didn't. So I apologize if this was something that you know, preferred not to see, but if it did inspire you, God bless you. God bless everyone in the world. And to those that are no longer here. We say a prayer for you and your families and your loved ones and the rest of the world that's been affected by the things going on in the world today. I'm not going to list them, but we all know what they are. And yeah. Love, light, prosperity, abundance to everyone. And I love you guys. Thank you. And comment, thumbs up. I would love it. Appreciate you.